welcome to another episode of Entrepreneurs in Fuego. We're documenting the journey of incredible entrepreneurs. Simia Henry, how are you?
Hi.
Tell us more about Simia Henry and what is this thing?
This is a quartz crystal, and it's just charged with different energies that I feel like help me and support me energetically because of the work that I do. I'm constantly in other people's fields, so it's one of those things that kind of just clears me and keeps me kind of vibrant.
Does it work?
I feel like it does.
So it could be maybe psychosomatic, maybe that just because it's there, and if I were to tell you that this works because I say it works, that's why it works.
That's not how it works.
Is that not how it works?
Some people would like to think that's how it works, but all of us have different gifts that branch off of our five senses.
All right.
And one of the gifts that you can have is clairsentience, which is the ability to feel deeper into what's going on in our reality than just the normal touch. And one of the things that's part of that is being able to sense deeper into like crystals and stones, the energy of a room. And a lot of us have this ability, but we don't necessarily develop it. We just, dismiss it or just say I had the GVs or something like that.
Got it.
But this is when you begin to actually develop those extrasensory gifts and you use them with skill, then being able to pick up the sense, the energy, to feel what's happening becomes second nature. It's all about developing and honing what is naturally flowing from you.
And so what do you do exactly?
What
is your business?
I help people get in contact with that part of themselves that is that extrasensory receiver. And all of us have different gifts, all of us. And so what I do is facilitate you becoming more aligned with that within yourself.
How do you do that?
Well, there's several different processes, and those are unique processes that's part of the entrepreneurship. Like when you choose to be a spiritual entrepreneur, you're stepping out into an arena where, just like a business entrepreneur, this is not where someone else is filling the gap. So let me fill that gap because this is kind of what I'm passionate about. So for me, I've developed certain systems, certain awarenesses. There's classes that I have, there's videos that I do that talk about all these different levels of awareness and give people a process of going deeper into those gifts and developing.
How does this help the entrepreneur on a pragmatic way?
Well, it's interesting because I've been doing a lot of focusing on corporate wellness, and all of my private clients over the years are all corporate. And just because we're in the realm of business doesn't mean that we're outside of the realm of soul. So most people would perceive that what they have to do in life or what they want to offer to society is something they're passionate about. It's around their soul. So when we acknowledge the soul self moving into something, we need to address what are the blocks, what are the mental programming.
What is the soul self?
Well, the soul self is that aspect of yourself that is your spirit, that is non-physical, that is engaging in this world. So we know that your body is sensing and seeing and perceiving, but what is it sensing and perceiving for? Who is witnessing what's taking place?
So you help folks find a purpose in their life.
I help them find a way to connect with that soul self and then integrate that into what they're expressing out in society.
That's very deep.
So that's what I try to do.
That's what you try to do. All right. And so in your entrepreneurial life, did you always do this, or did you do something prior to this?
No, my early life, I was in the world of performance and art. So I did.
Were you an actress?
I did undergrad. I have a BFA in acting. I taught acting out here for a while, and I just began to start my own process.
Here in Phoenix?
Yes, in Phoenix I did.
Okay, all right.
I studied with the Herberger Theater for a while, did some master class work with that. I studied in New York. I lived out in LA. But through my own process of just going deeper into what I really wanted to express, I began to open up to what were my natural expressions of gifts. And then when it became a point where I was like, I'm really passionate about expressing these gifts to others, making them aware of there's so much more that we're interacting with, that became my passion, to go into practice to make that what my expression and exchange with society is.
We all have a tendency to it becomes easier for us to tell people what they need to do, right?
Right.
How do you deal with your own frustrations and with your own soul?
Well, through the practices that you teach, and I'm a big believer that what I teach, I use to facilitate myself. So one of the things is energy work, it's Reiki, it's going deep into that place when I feel like I need more clarity and direction, and I'm like, all right, who's a Reiki master? Who's
Right.
attuned? Let's exchange,
Well, I
let's
had a
get
Reiki
that
person
clarity.
one time, right? We did
Absolutely, it's
interview a
somebody
Reiki
who does
master,
energy work and flows that energy and clears that field for you, and again aligns you with your soul self, gets you deeper into who you are and what you want to express.
What's the name of that stone?
Quartz crystal.
Quartz crystal.
Actually, it's Brazilian quartz crystal,
And it works.
and it works for me.
And it's working right now.
It's working right now.
I like it. With that, we're at.